I love pouring myself into other people. I come from a background where originally I was a high school dropout. I lived on my own as a teenager, and I had a lot of people that spent a lot of time investing in me when I wasn't necessarily at my best. Stuff happened, my siblings ended up in foster care or getting adopted out, and I lived with my grandparents for a while. At the age of 15, I lived out on my own. After I dropped out, shortly after, I became homeless. And I was homeless for about 4 months, and I was in different cities, staying with different friends, and I ended up back in Aberdeen, and I started working at Mid-States. And that, honestly, that was the start of me getting my life together in some sense. I've always had that personality where I always see the bright side of things. And I've been through a lot of traumatic events that have kind of always pushed me to kind of hope for something better. I am the program director at New Beginnings Center, which is one of Lutheran Social Service of South Dakota's 5 residential programs for youth. I use a lot of my personal struggles and my stories to get on their level and give them that advice that I could have used. It's not necessarily just for them. If you pour into the youth that come through, you're also pouring into their families and into their community. You know, with kids that come into New Beginnings Center, a lot of them have experienced trauma. United Way is a huge contributor to not only New Beginnings Center, but also Lutheran Social Services. With being a nonprofit, the money that we bring in doesn't necessarily cover all of our operating costs. So United Way makes everything possible. Not only do they allow us to do things that we wouldn't be able to otherwise do, but I see them, a lot of the community partners that I've used in and out, they're also making that a possibility and really making it possible for our community. My hope for every kid that comes into my life is to know that you don't have to be perfect to be successful.